Why does the film emphasize at the beginning the window shopping? In fact, why is Ralphie shown window shopping for his Red Ryder rifle? Watch this.
There it is. The holy grail of Christmas gifts, the Red Ryder 200-shot range model air rifle. And there he is, Red Ryder himself. In his hand was the knurled stock of as coolly deadly-looking a piece of weaponry as ever I had laid eyes on.
What a fantastic scene. There's Ralphie and his friends. They're at Higbee's department store. It's the days before Christmas, and they're dreaming about what they want. And here they are in front of that window, watching all of this great stuff. They're seeing the train go around and the tank, and the airplanes are there. All these gadgets that are really attractive because they have motion to them. You know, kids often like motion. And there's Red Ryder. There's the poster up there. And we see Ralphie lip reading what's on that poster. Red Ryder personally there saying, "Hey, little beavers." Red Ryder's actual companion was the little beaver, the Navajo kid. Here it is. You can have one of these just like what I use in chasing off all of those bad guys, those rustlers and nasties, people that might be invading your neighborhood. You can have one too and join me in the quest for justice. Well, Ralphie is taken in by it. Man, this dream becomes part of the whole movie, right? Chasing that rifle. One way or another, he's going to try to get one of those rifles. But why does it start there with the window scene? Let me show you one other little shot from the movie. So what do you think of that? Isn't that interesting? One of the little-known shots in this film is the front window of a radio store in downtown Holmond, Indiana, as it's called in the movie. Why? Because people would go shopping, window shopping, for radios. And I remember as a kid, particularly with televisions, and with some of the early radios, there was a Sears store in the Chicago area where I grew up. A fairly small store, and they had windows in the front, and I would go there with my friends. We'd ride our bikes, and we would look inside the window to see which of the latest little transistor radios and TVs they had. This is early on with TVs and the like, but what attracted me was the little radios, the Silvertone, Sears Silvertone radios. And in fact, I eventually somehow convinced somebody in my family, I don't know if it was my older brothers or who it was, but to buy me one of those. And they bought me what I saw in that window day after day when we went window shopping, this little red Silvertone radio that had a brown leather case too. And then on my bike, I would hang that radio and play it at WLS in Chicago. And I would ride around the neighborhood on my bike, and boy, I was so proud of that. I was showing off what I had window shopped when I got a copy. So window shopping, let's say, around 1940, in the approximate period of the film, was incredibly important. Today we get online and we look at things. Or we go to malls and we walk around malls and look there. But in 1940, I'm not sure we had any malls at all. And we certainly didn't have the online stores. So this window shopping that Ralphie gets involved with is very, very important. And a lot of effort was put into making these store windows very attractive. Now, growing up in Chicago, I can recall as a family sometimes, or with just my mom or other friends, we would go downtown to Marshall Fields, because Marshall Fields was one of those stores that really went all out. They had some of the animated toys and the like that would be in there. They had some displays that were every year, like early animatronics scenes of the the Santa and the reindeer going across the front of the window, supposedly. So this was really, really important. And Jean Shepherd, the screenwriter, wanted to capture that sense that as we pursue our consumer dreams as human beings, we look for the things that we want. And since that's the way we shop, we're very much visually oriented in our shopping. We tend to go to those places where we can see things. Nowadays online, but back then in the store window. So that store window scene is really important, and it's kind of fun to read what that poster says about the rifle that you then see Ralphie reading. You don't hear him, but you see him reading it as he's looking up there at Red Ryder on the poster, because he's really getting sucked into this. This is becoming his dream of the year, dream of that Christmas, to get that rifle. He's got to have it. Not necessarily a bad dream, but the point here is that, as with radios in that shot of the front of the radio store, as with toys over at Higbee's, we are appealed to visually to pursue our consumer dreams, and Ralphie does. Fortunately, the old man fulfills his dream at the end. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like a copy of my book, I'll put a link down below. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel there too. And please, if you'd like a personal copy while I still have them, if there's a link down below, you can order a copy and I will sign it. Your friends and family will open the book and see it signed just for them. In fact, tell me how to sign it. Thanks so much.